Okay, so just wanted to do a bit of an update today. Obviously, get myself ready to move to the caravan. I mean, at the moment, you know, put a bit of a deposit down on it, a holding fee. It's not 100% guaranteed I'm going to get it because a lot of things, well, a couple of things can still go wrong. I'm going to put £1,000 down, which is the holding fee, which lasts for about 2 weeks. But you can extend that if you keep in contact with them. But the person who's buying it hasn't got the cash just yet, although, you know, they are indicating it shouldn't be a problem, but, you know, for me it's a little bit, it's not definite, let's put it that way. Although they definitely want it. So, got a legal contract which I got from a law firm. It cost me a little bit, so I filled that in. I've got my deeds, got the land registry plan and everything else, so I'm pretty much set to go on that front now. But obviously it leaves now just for my neighbour, who quite rightly, you know, still want to make sure this is all done legally and properly. I'm going to put it to their solicitor on Thursday for them to have a look at. I don't know, typically when you get solicitors involved, they will try and throw any spanners in the works they can to get more business. So I'm hoping that it all comes out okay. You know, and there's no objections from the solicitor or anything. Come on, Pagan, good boy. You know, and it will go through. And then obviously they'll get the money and be able to send that across to me so we can have completion date, you know. And I'm hoping for the end of the month. And I think I may be able to extend the holding fee to the end of the month at least, you know, to give me time. In the meantime, I'm packing up all my house, and it's amazing how much stuff you build over the years. I mean, there's only so much stuff I could take with me. It's only a smallish static, I think 28 foot or whatever, by 11. But that's fine for me. You know, you start getting any bigger, there's more to go wrong, there's more running costs. Not that much, but obviously with a smaller static that size, easier to keep warm. It's in mint condition, it's been well looked after. You know, it's got the front room, then leads into the kitchen, sort of open plan a little bit. That's got the oven, a little fridge freezer, well, more of a fridge, just a little freezer compartment in it, as you typically get. Some units. The boiler's in a little cupboard. There's a gas fire in the front room. And then, as you go through, you've got the little spare room with 2 bedrooms in. And then the toilet and shower room, which is a decent size, you know, especially for me to get around in. And then the main bedroom, with a double bed in. And with the main bedroom, it's got quite a deep built-in wardrobe, which is going to be ideal. Yes, I can put clothes in there, but that's where Sticks is going to be, Sticks, Pagan's going to be. You know, that will be his home. And I will put a little stair gate on that, just so if I go out, want to go anywhere by myself to the shop or something, I'm not leaving him free to run around the caravan. You know, he'll be in his own place, which I put then a plastic mat on top of the carpet in there, just so if any accidents do happen, it's covered. Go on, good boy. Oh yeah. Come on then. Good boy. And yeah, I mean, I don't think there's going to be much. Pagan does hate fireworks. Go on. But I don't think there's going to be much down there really. Come on, go this way today. No, I don't think there's going to be much in the way of fireworks down there, but saying that, if there is, you can go in there. And it's dark, it's quiet. Well, I could take the spare beds out of the spare room if I wanted, but I'm probably going to keep them there. Might take one out, and then that can be a bit more room for something. But we'll see when we get down there. Well, there's mattresses already on there. So really, all I've got to take with me is a few kitchen utensils. So I'll take my microwave because there's a shelf for that to go on. Kettle. Kitchen utensils, a couple of plates, a couple of mugs, a couple of bowls. And basic cookware, you know, a couple of saucepans. You know, obviously knives and forks, I'll have them, a couple of sets of those. So I'm just running through my head what I'm going to take with me. Obviously ironing board, they go in the little boiler closet. I've got a big Vax at home, and the ex had a little handheld Vax, you know, which is good for doing small carpets and stuff like that, so I'm going to be swapping with her for that one back, and she'll be having the big Vax. And obviously a little hoover in there. Like I say, take an ironing board iron. You know, there's not much I really need. And then for the bedroom, just a couple of quilt covers, the quilt, a couple of fitted bed sheets and throw over. Most times I just sleep with the throw over on. And then other things that I'll have down is obviously clothes. I've had a massive sort out of those. You know, when I went into my wardrobe at home, I dug out stuff I've completely forgotten about. There's some good stuff in there, but it's all going charity. You know, I'm just taking practical clothing there. You know, more outdoor wear sort of stuff. Thermals. Obviously, I know the winter's going to get cold. You know, outdoor trousers and layers. You know, in terms of tops and stuff. Just makes more sense. So come on this way, good boy. Go on. Go on. So yeah. Take a little bin with me. Obviously take my computer. It's in the front room. I've got like the TV could go onto the wall, but I'm going to lose a bit of shelf space then. So I've got the TV unit there. So my TV is going to stand on that. At the back of it, there's going to be room to put my computer. And obviously I don't need to take another monitor because I can just wire the computer monitor through to the main TV. I'm not taking my big TV, I'm just taking my smart TV which I've got in the bedroom, which is big enough, and that'll be big enough for in there. Go on, Pagan, go on. And on the shelf I've got a couple of little items, keepsakes, some pictures, stuff like that I want to keep. So I'll keep hold to them. And really, apart from that, not a lot else. You know, it's a massive, huge sort of downscale from what I've got. You know, I mean, even if, fingers crossed, touch wood, it doesn't go through, I still need, you know, to downscale the stuff I've got. You know, I've got quite a bit of stuff to get rid of. So I really just want to get my kids across for the day, let them have whatever they want. You know, I'll put it all in the conservatory, what I'm keeping, taking with me. And they can help themselves. Then, and I think what I might do then is just have like an open day yard sale. You know, I put on Facebook, people come along, see something they like, offer me a price, and they can go away with it. It's a shame, you know, I've got to get rid of some stuff which is, you know, been in the family quite a while, but in there you can't keep it all. So yeah, I'm going to get down there. Once I can afford it, I'll be getting a Jackery solar panel, electric generator. You know, so in the event during the winter you have a bad power cut or whatever, at least I've got something which will keep me going. If nothing else, just keep the little fridge going. But to be honest, I'm not going to keep a lot of fridge stuff in there. You know, usually fridge stuff. Go on. Good boy. You know, it'd just be sauces. You know, if I buy some bacon and sausage, that'll go in there, and they go in tubs. So I don't have milk or anything. So, go on, Peggy. Go on. So apart from that, oh yeah, I'll take my slow cooker. But like I say, most of the food I keep, it comes from tins. So it doesn't have sell-by dates really. Like I said, with a Jackery, to run something like a slow cooker, I'm going to take my little camping gas cooker, which is ideal. It boils really fast. So I've got about, I think, 12 cylinders spare for that, but come on, a box of them. So yeah, that'll last. I'm going to take some camping stuff with me, but in terms of, I tend to, it'd just be a tarp really. Obviously water bottles, and you know, things like you use for camping. I'll have a little saw, camping knife, spork, again waterproofs, you know, tent pegs. I'll take them, even though I've got no plans really probably to go camping again, in a sense. You know, the opportunity may arise. Some walking poles. If I had to take 2 tarps with me, it'd be my big one, my MTP tarp, big 5x4, 5x5 one, and I'll take my small 3x3. And obviously my Arctic sleeping bag, but I'll take my jungle one as well. So that'll work out well. A roll mat. I've got a couple of air beds, which are always handy. Go on, Pagan. And I've got a steel 4 blanket, thick one. You know, so I can go down to the beach and sit on that if I want to. Got a small foam seat, which again I can just carry with me on a daily basis. A couple of power banks, head torch. So yeah, I'm really downsizing, you know, as to what I've got, which is just what I need to survive with. I mean, clothing wise, like I say, you know, I've only got like sort of outdoor t-shirts, you know, like the Peter Storm ones, and then I've got yeah, the ones with the higher neck on them. They're only lightweight. They're like the Under Armour tops. So I'll take that. I think I've got about 4 of those in there, but I love those, they're dead comfortable. And I've got a thick jumper, a couple of fleeces. Come on. Right there.
You go to the same accommodation?
No, we're in the bus this time. In Airbnb.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Obviously I'll take my drinking straw. And a toolbox. Just with the essentials in. A few screwdrivers with electric drill, which is electric screwdriver as well. A couple of sets of spanners, adjustable. So yeah, everything, you know, what I really need. Pliers, circuit tester, and some random nuts and bolts and screws. And obviously my e-bike. Because when I get down there, or when I've got the money to buy the caravan, I'm going to buy the decking to go around it as well, which will be good. We've got a little portable barbecue, which again will go onto that. Come on, Pagan. I'll also take an X-bed. So if I do go camping, I've got that with me. And a little camping chair or something. I mean, I've got some chairs here, but I'm not going to bother taking them down there. We'll have a look at the condition of them first. Just sitting on the decking. Obviously typical hat and gloves, socks, underwear. Like I say, it's a huge downsize. That's going to take some doing initially, but it's all good at the end of the day. So yeah, looking forward to it. So I'm aiming for the end of the month if I can. So I've got a lot of work to do between now and then, and obviously I'll keep you updated with things as we go along. Thanks for watching.